You must go back to your husband's house.
Father, they will kill me if I go back.
You have no choice. You disobeyed me. Why?
I had to.
You risk everything.
I know.
There's a hidden woman in his house. They want to kill her. I'm never going back to that house.
The day Nkem returned to her father's compound, still wearing her marriage beads, people stopped what they were doing. A bride does not return like that. Not complete, not untouched, not without announcement. She walked in slowly, dust on her feet, her wrapper loose, her eyes carrying something nobody could read fully. Her mother ran toward her. Nkem, what happened? But Nkem did not answer immediately. She sat down, removed her beads, placed them on the ground, and said, "I am no longer a wife." The village held its breath. The marriage had been celebrated barely 7 days ago. Her husband, Ozoemena, was a man of standing, wealthy, respected, chosen carefully. Everything had been done properly. So what could break something so quickly? At first, Nkem said nothing. Relatives came, elders questioned, her father demanded answers. Did he beat you? No. Did he insult you? No reply. Then why are you here? Silence. Days passed, pressure increased, because in Igbo land, a woman leaving her husband without reason is not taken lightly. It is not just her decision. It is a family matter, a village matter. Finally, a meeting was called. Both families gathered. Ozoemena arrived, confident. "I have done nothing wrong," he said. Eyes turned to Nkem. She stood slowly, looked at him, then at the elders. "I entered his house as a wife," she said, "but I met another wife inside." Confusion spread immediately. "What are you saying?" Her voice did not shake. "There is a woman, hidden, living there, not spoken of." Ozoemena laughed lightly. A lie. But his laughter did not carry far, because something in the room had shifted. "Do you have proof?" an elder asked. Nkem paused, just for a moment, then said, "No." Silence. Heavy. Dangerous. Because now it was her word against his. And in matters like this, truth is not always what is seen. It is what is believed. Some believed her, some believed him. Some said she was afraid of marriage. Some said she had uncovered something real. Ozoemena swore before the shrine, denied everything, firmly, and when a man swears like that, doubt becomes complicated. Nkem refused to return. Her father was torn, between protecting his daughter and protecting his name. In the end, the marriage was dissolved, but not fully, because no one agreed on what truly happened. Then Adaeze spoke, Nkem's closest friend, the one who had always smiled a little too long whenever Ozoemena's name came up. She stood before the village and said that Nkem was lying, that a good man could not be wasted like that, not when there were unmarried women who would be grateful. She said Nkem herself had confessed that she did not even love the man, that she had only married him for his wealth. The village absorbed this. Nem's parents said nothing. They had already decided. Their daughter had spoken, and they would stand behind her word even without understanding it fully. Some truths a mother knows without being told. But Adaeze's words had already done their work. Ozoemena heard them, and something in his face shifted. Not grief, not hurt, something else. Something that looked more like calculation than heartbreak. Within 3 days, he sent his family to Adaeze's father's compound with drinks and kola nut. Her bride price was paid before the week ended. The village talked. Some said it was love that had waited long. Some said it was revenge dressed as romance. Some shook their heads and said nothing, because they had learned that the things happening in that compound were not meant to be spoken about carelessly. 7 days after the marriage, Adaeze died. It was sudden, unexplained, the kind of death that arrives without sickness, without warning, without reason a doctor could write on paper. The village went quiet in the way villages go quiet when they already know something but are not ready to say it aloud. Then, things began to unravel. A woman from a neighboring town came forward. Then another. Stories surfaced like bodies from shallow water. Women who had entered that compound and not returned the same. One had gone mad. One had simply vanished. One had died, just like Adaeze, 7 days in. Investigators came. The hidden wife Nkem had spoken of was found. She had been there all along, barely alive, kept in a back room the new bride was never meant to find. She had been used, they said, not as a wife, as something else entirely, a vessel for whatever dark transaction kept Ozoemena's wealth flowing and his name clean. Adaeze had been the newest offering. The village did not wait for the law to move slowly. They burned what needed to be burned. They handed over what needed to be handed over. The police came and took the rest. And Nkem? She was at her father's compound when she heard the news, sitting in the same spot where she had placed her beads on the ground 7 days after her wedding. The same dust, the same air. Her mother came and sat beside her without saying anything. Because what do you say to a daughter who saw what no one else could see? Who walked out of a house that would have consumed her? Who survived not because she was believed, but because she refused to go back even when she wasn't. Some in the village came to apologize. Others came only to stare. A few never came at all, which told its own story. Nkem picked up her beads from where they still lay in the corner of the room. She did not put them back on. She simply held them. The weight of what Adaeze had not. Outside, children were playing. A goat wandered past the gate. The sun was setting the same way it always had. Unhurried, indifferent, beautiful. Life continuing, as it does, even after the things that almost end it. That was how Nkem survived the death that would have taken her. Not by being believed, but by trusting what she had seen, even when she stood alone in the knowing of it.